Helena Dix.
Greg.
It's a great pleasure to have you back yet again with our happy band, this time with another glittering premiere role for you.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we all are, and so far it's been going fantastically well. In fact, you spent the morning decorating what is never performed, the second verse of your opening aria.
You can't tell everyone about that. Oh. It's a secret.
Well,
but maybe I do. Maybe I do a little bit of coloriture. You never know.
Well, it's in the style, so that's good.
Well, we've got to keep it in the style. We don't want to upset the patrons.
No. Of course, this is not your first acquaintance with this part of Verdi's extensive repertoire, because I think I'm right in saying the previous opera, which was also a success for him, was Attila.
That's right.
And you've sung the role of
Odebella, which is an incredible role. I got to do it first in Lübeck in Germany, and then I got brought into the production again several times, actually, with the same production. The director couldn't do without me. So, you know, it happens to the best of them.
That's an even more flashy role in a funny way than Lady Macbeth, which has a much larger range both vocally and dramatically.
Yeah, I think it's just different intentions, but certainly Verdi had a very similar style that he was writing.
Yeah.
Odebella can be taken in quite a lot of different ways. In that particular production, we took it as a comedy, probably not been done previously, but actually it worked really successfully.
Those Germans.
I've also sung Nabucco and things, so, you know,
yeah,
so it's, you know,
it gets you ready for it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, of course, the beauty of this is Verdi absolutely kept coming back to not only Shakespeare, but in particular to Macbeth. And you're in the fortunate position of Verdi having composed another fantastic aria for you in his mature style for his 1867 production, I think it is, in Paris, where he had to add a ballet, cut lots of things, including Macbeth's death aria, but added an absolute winner for you.
Absolutely gorgeous, that Act 2 aria.
Yeah.
I think he probably had a premonition that there was a soprano coming along at some stage in
planning
Australia.
ahead. Planning ahead.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It feels like it was written for me. That's what I'd like to think anyway, but you know.
No, it is great to have you back in Australia because you have been through the wars last year and I'm sure people are quite familiar with that now. Sure. But how have you found getting back into vocal form, for you are in great form, if I may say?
I think it's something I've dreamt about, you know, 15 months at home in your lounge room with your dog. Not that my dog's not a great audience member, but, you know, I wasn't quite sure how the general public would take the Macbeth after my dog would sleep quite frequently when I was singing. But there's something incredibly special about being home for me, as you know, for so many reasons. And I just think making live music again is thrilling, you know, and you forget how wonderful it is. You dream about it. You know, I used to watch recordings at home and cry when I heard people singing together and when I heard the reaction of the audience, and just to be able to come back and have that, and have you cry when I sing for all the wrong reasons, it's great. Yeah, thank you.
No, but we did have a function last week where Bruce was reduced to tears by Simon, which caught him unawares, that beautiful aria in Act 4.
I tried to make him cry also, but it didn't work.
Listen, I think there'll be a lot of tears of joy. Now, you've also had a wonderful success coming straight back into La Clemenza di Tito. So that was, we were very grateful for the National Opera in Canberra, the new company, warming you and us up for live music again. We, of course, had the fortune of Rheingold. And in particular for Macbeth, we're very lucky that we were able to get Her Majesty's Theatre, which has a long and distinguished career in opera, as you know, right back to the Melbourne Williamson seasons and then famously the Sutherland Williamson seasons.
I also think something as epic as Macbeth really calls for a grandioso kind of stage.
Absolutely.
Not that if we had done it at the AF, people wouldn't enjoy being ever so close to me.
Well, it worked for Norma.
Well, it did, but I would be a little frightened of Lady Macbeth being that close. So I think there's something quite nice about
to say nothing of 30 witches.
Right. Well,
we've got a very large chorus for this, trying to be heard over you.
That could be a very good objective for me, to try and be scarier than 30 witches.
Well, in some cases, it's not going to be easy.
You never know. We'll leave it to the audience to decide.
Yeah. No, it's a great opera, and we're really, really fortunate that we can sneak into Her Majesty's before their next long run of, I think it's Frozen.
Very similar. Similar production.
Look, we're lucky in Melbourne that we still have this large number of historic theatres that we can still wheel out for operas, because you were with us when we helped everybody discover how wonderful the Regent is for an opera theatre.
Yep.
You, of course, adore the Athenaeum, don't we all?
Of course.
And Her Majesty's we've used before. I don't think, have you ever
I've not. No, it's my first time
it's
there.
Fantastic theatre
First
too.
time singing Lady Macbeth, first time at Her Majesty's.
Great.
Certainly not my first time with Melbourne Opera.
No, nor shall it be your last.
Because you're gluttons for punishment and you keep having me back.
No. We still keep counting our blessings that we can have you appear with us. Because you're getting increasingly busy now, insofar as we hope that Europe and the North America can get going again.
Yeah.
We all have our fingers crossed, and we're not being smug here in Melbourne because we've had our ups and downs, God knows, but nothing like over there.
Sure.
Assuming everything goes all right, what's coming up?
I can't tell you.
Oh,
any
yes,
of it.
you can.
No, actually, I can't. But I have some really exciting contracts coming up.
With some interesting opera companies we can mention?
I could mention that. So I'm making my debut in Seattle. I was
Great.
supposed to be doing Don Giovanni there, and of course, everything happened. So I will be returning there with another opera. When they announce it, you'll know. And
Everybody watches our videos. You do.
Yes, I know. Well, you
the
know,
whole opera business.
It's very serious, and also, yeah, some interesting contracts next year back home as well. So I'm also doing Roberto Devereux in England, which I'm delighted to be returning to that role.
We
My
had
favourite role.
Big triumph with
My
you
favourite
here.
role. And,
Yeah.
and actually I was supposed to, at the start of COVID, fly over to LA and jump into their production of Roberto Devereux.
I remember.
So,
We
know,
even sent them the costume.
that's right. So very
and
disappointed.
they did send it back.
That's good. That's always a plus. So Roberto Devereux and some very exciting contracts. I've actually got things booked up to 2024 at the moment. So it's great that people
You'd
are
better
planning.
tell me what your next debut role is for us, please.
Yeah, I'll make you a list.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Well, Bruce just made us a list.
Did he? There you go.
Anyway, look, Helena, we really are having a great time. We're really looking forward to this. All the team with our big orchestra, our big chorus, and the great supporting cast that we've arranged for you.
It's going to be thrilling. It really is.
Really is.
I mean, the music speaks for itself, but putting everything together is really exciting, and I hope that it provides an incentive for everyone to come back to the theatre again and celebrate with us.
Absolutely.